I'm just going to talk about how less sleep is associated with chronic diseases. It's associated with inflammation in the body. There is research indicating that it's associated with heart disease, kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, and depression, which I'll come to in just a bit more specifically. But how does it contribute to these chronic diseases and inflammation?
So let's understand the commonality between all the diseases you mentioned is chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation happens when our immune systems are not relaxed, they're confused, they're working the wrong way, they're always erratic because we're on the go, we're stressed out all the time, we don't relax, and we don't sleep. Now, the reason why human beings sleep is for several functions. One of it, your immune system starts to get smarter, it does certain jobs that it doesn't do when we're awake. Inflammation starts to come down, which is why when you undergo a surgery, your doctor will immediately tell you, go home and rest. Because he or she knows that only when you rest can the body repair itself. So when we're in a process of deep sleep, three things happen. We're in a parasympathetic nervous system, which means we can rest, we can digest, and we can repair and regenerate. But right now, while you and I are awake, okay, we're in the sympathetic nervous system because we're on television, we're prepped to answer questions. I'm not able to regenerate. I'm not in the right system. So when I sleep, regeneration starts. That's why if you look at a child or anyone, you fall down and you get a wound. The scab doesn't grow during the day. You sleep, you wake up, and then you find a scab has grown. So a lot of healing and regeneration, inflammatory processes and mechanisms start to work efficiently when we sleep and when we're sleep deprived. These are lifestyle diseases that you mentioned. You know, they start to go. And if you look at the data of a diabetic, and when you take their blood sugar levels in the morning and you see they're all over the place, the first two questions, how much did you sleep? What time did you eat your last meal? And they have a direct impact on your blood sugar levels in the morning. And in our country right now, pre-diabetes is huge. And sleep deprivation is directly connected with that and all the other conditions that you mentioned.
Okay, well, I'm going to come to the connection of sleep with mental health disorders such as depression. Now, studies have shown that not only insufficient sleep, but it is too much sleep, which also increases the risk of mental health disorders such as depression. Give us a sense in terms of what the connections are and what you see in your practice.
Absolutely. So see, we follow circadian rhythms, which is usually sunset, sunrise. Everything is the law of nature. Everything is a rhythm. You put your hand on your chest, you have a rhythm of your heartbeat, a pulse, your breath, rhythm, digestive cycle, rhythm. Sleep is a rhythm that is also controlled. And our rhythms change. They start and they end. So I do have to wake up within a particular time. Now, when is this? When my body sends a signal, everything is done, regeneration is done, detoxification is done, we automatically wake up, automatically. For some people, this could be 7 hours, some people 8. Now, if I'm sleep deprived or I'm depressed or I don't have a purpose to wake up to that day, I'm just feeling, you know, absolutely like low, and I try to sleep 9 hours or 10 hours, this can have the reverse effect, not just on my mood, but even my cardiovascular health. Sleeping for more than required can actually disturb your actual natural circadian rhythm, now producing inflammation. I need to wake up at a particular time because there are several functions in the body. That's why cortisol shoots up when we wake. But if I'm still sleeping, my blood sugar levels have to balance. So anything in excess or too little is a harm in the body, and that's the connection. When we wake up, we connect with natural light. So my dopamine, my serotonin, all of my neurotransmitters that are linked with my mood start to balance. But if I'm sleeping in that dark room and I've not adjusted to the circadian rhythm, that imbalance of my neurotransmitters happen, which immediately affect my mood.
Okay, so sleeping too little and sleeping too much, both of them can probably have impact on mental health disorders. Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC-TV18. Now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.